potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the James Madison Dukes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, App State's head coach told me pregame they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove out to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Mountaineers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the James Madison Dukes offense will have the ball first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And this guy's developed quite nicely as a security blanket for his quarterback. Offense working from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Adkins. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. On play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Dukes will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Mountaineers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Out wide left, it's Need. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Guys, let's chat about App State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Left side, it's Need. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB. and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Back to throw, it's Lacey. Out wide left, it's Coleman.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throwing.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. Rush is on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He's stopped.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sells the run, looking to pass. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep, and that's going to open up your running game later on.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Hits inside, it's Compton. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead as we get a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Caught in the backfield. It's Skinner. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Palmer.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. On the run, fires downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Left side, it's Need. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air, it's Lacy. He'll get rid of it. Out wide right, it's Skinner.
That is such a nice example of a quarterback and his tight end being on the same page. A little bit of a scramble drill right there where the quarterback had to get flushed out of the pocket, but his tight end was able to lock up with him and was able to mirror him, find an open area downfield. Quarterback makes a nice throw, you make the nice catch. Just like that, offense in the red zone.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This defense has given up ground, but stood tall at the end. Forced a field goal last time. They'll try to do it again. Under pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. It's complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Long way to go on 2nd down.
Ready? Blue 22, blue 22, go!
They'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Coles. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. From the red zone, it's Atkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This time they'll throw it. Look out! He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And this This is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The ride. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they decide to trot out the kicker from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open and it's a foot race. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. And the Mountaineers couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite.
Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got it in the middle, it's Holmes. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Lost 1 deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Dukes line up to punt it away. Trying to make 1 miss. He turns like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Changing the routes with his receiver. Moves to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Need. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Mountaineers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his target. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Touchdown, App State. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's Adkins. He's past the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Lofts one high and deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's go down to the sidelines now, where Holly Rowe has an update on that injury.
Hey, guys, the Mountaineers head coach told me at the half. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. From the gun, it's Compton. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Lacey. Still looking to his right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Baldwin. They were all over it.
And you're seeing on both sides, really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Between the hashes, it's Skinner. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Turns up, it's Skinner. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Mountaineers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Combs. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Turning it on. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Mountaineers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Turns it upfield. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Baldwin. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Going to the run. It's Baldwin. He's dropped.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And the Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on second and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And now they'll try it again after the inexplicable delay of game penalty. Second and goal again. Keeps it on the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what person.
Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baldwin. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. Right back to the well. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Straight ahead, it's Baldwin. Here's a little room there. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Burrowing for yardage. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just
this is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out.